Give us an overview, please.
Well, thought it was a very hard-fought game, very tough, both sides. My credit to Coach Chadwick and his Islanders. He always has them ready to play. We knew we were going to be it was going to be a long one. It was going to be 4 quarters, and we had to show up for 4 quarters. And I challenged our players before the game, you are prepared, you are ready, it's how are we going to respond. And quite frankly, I'm encouraged and I'm elated by the response. We tell them all the time that this is a game of runs. And we knew they were going to come back and make some runs. We were very disruptive in our defense when we made our run. And we knew they were going to settle in with that, and we had to make some more adjustments. And I think it was just a great game all the way around in terms of spectators. Even if you wasn't pulling for the Colonels or the Islanders, I think it was a great game to watch. And I should have started with this first. I just like to give all the glory to God, whether we have a great practice or a great game, want to give him the glory. So.
Okay. Brandon, you have the mic.
Brandon Williams, Southland.org. Congratulations, ladies, first of all. First question is to you, Cassidy. Fourth quarter, you had 8 points, a couple of key rebounds. You got the block at the end. Talk about your mindset going into the final stretch of the contest.
Going into the final stretch, I just had the mindset that we weren't going to lose this game. I wanted to do it for our seniors and for our coaches and for our players. It was a hard-fought team win, total team effort, and we just pulled through, and that was what we were looking for.
Tia, just talk about, this is your senior year, you get a chance to play one more game. Just talk about the excitement of getting to the semifinals, I believe for the first time in school history.
It's really exciting. Just having my teammates, they had my back out there. It was a good game, and we just excited. We excited.
Question for each of you ladies. How does it feel knowing that you guys are 2 wins away? You're playing on a Saturday for the first time.
It's a great feeling. Like the coaches said, we're not satisfied, though, with making it this far. We're going to make it to that championship game, and we're going to show the Nicholls Nation and just the Thibodaux area and the Louisiana area that we can make it to the championship, too.
Yep.
It's a feeling that I live for. Like, if this the team to win the championship, then I know that we can do it.
It's really exciting just knowing it's my senior year, and we gonna make it. We gonna make it.
And for me, in terms of playing, I know you asked for the players, but I'm going to say something. I just think it's I can't say enough about how this team really fought the good fight all year, and no matter how many times our backs have been against the wall, they came fighting through, and they're fighting for themselves and each other and the coaches, but also we've had some legends play in this program, and this is as far as, and we had some great teams as far as we've gotten, and this team is so humble. They're playing for each other, and that's part of the reason for our success, because it's not about me, it's always about we. It might sound cliche-ish, but it's the fact. And they're also playing for those that wore the jersey before us, and it's very humbling to coach a group like this, and they make me want to be better every day. And besides, they make sure I get better every day. So anyway.
So yeah, talk about the senior leadership that had to kick in. You guys were struggling from the field early on. You're down 14-4.
Well, just like Coach Doobie said, it comes from the past seniors who led the way and taught me how to have leadership. But then it still comes to I had trust in my teammates because they picked it up a lot. Kenzie Heineman came off the bench, and she played a tremendous game, and we needed that. So just being able to encourage them and telling them we got this, that's a great feeling.
Ladies, defensively, you held them to 5 3-point attempts and 5 3-pointers and 26 attempts. Talk about how important it was to keep their long-distance game from clicking as it did yesterday.
Well, that's one of our fortes, if you will. The more disruptive we're on defense, that really can create a whole lot of offense for us. And we're in our element, whether we're forcing turnovers and converting, or forcing turnovers and just coming down and running excellent offense. Our defense really motivates us. And our ability not only to execute a really pure form of the matchup zone and able to scheme within it, it's a testament to those kids. The matchup zone itself doesn't change in its fundamental state, but depending on who we're playing, we can scheme different ways and have different initials or different coverages or different traps where we throw, and that just in and of itself lends itself to a very disruptive defense. And then again, we change defense. We probably change defense about as much as we change offense with this program. And for them to be that astute on both sides of the basketball, it's just a testament to their focus and their preparation.
Our defensive, we just have each other's back all the time. We might not be in the right place at the right time, but we're always covering down, helping out the other person. So limiting them to those 3-pointers was big for us because they're a 3-point shooting team, and we really needed that to help us get the win.
Ty?
I think our defense is really special. Like, anyone can play offense, but it takes, like, I guess, heart and dedication to sit down and actually play defense.
Defense win championships.
Hey.
I know they got off to that quick start. Just talk about, y'all just stayed cool, calm, and collected the whole time. Just talk about that, Cassidy and Coach.
Well, like I said, we've been prepared for this. We have been thrown in, and we're blessed for it, so many scenarios from the non-conference to this point in terms of we're up, we're holding a lead, we're up, they're making runs on us, we're down, we come back and we win. We've been thrown in a lot of scenarios, and I think that has really prepared us to, as long as there's time on the clock and this is a game of runs, we have an opportunity. And again, not to sound cliche-ish, but defense travels, and that's something, we've really been pounding in them at practice. And in terms of if our defense is what's going to keep moving us, early on they went on that run, but we knew we just had to settle down, focus on our assignments, not let them get loose in any ways, and we're going to be fine. And again, I think it's something real special that we're able to run that matchup and then scheme out of the matchup.
Yeah, like she said, it's a game of runs. We can't hang our heads if we go down like that. We got to take each possession at a time, and we just got to execute our offense and play our defense, and we know we could get back in the game.
I know in the fourth quarter it was tied going into fourth quarter. Again, later in the fourth quarter it was tied. But Cassie, you came up each time it was tied with that big play. Just talk about that.
Yeah, like I said previously, I just had the mindset that we were not losing this game. I wanted to take our team to the semifinals and championship. So once it got close like that, I knew I had to try and do something to get our team to win. So.
She's been good at that all year.
Okay, any more questions for the, sorry, John.
How's everybody feeling right now?
Doing well,
Great.
doing well.
John Thompson from Houston Media Source. I have a question for the players. Did anyone give y'all any advice before you came to this tournament this year? And do you also have a role model?
I would say Imani White, previous player here, battled lupus and still did amazing things with this program. She talked to me last night and just said, you're the senior. You have to step up. You have to talk to them. You've been here before. You know what it's like, and you want to get the team to the next level, so you just got to keep them settled and keep them humble.
When it comes to advice, I would say the coaches, they just basically told us everything. This is going to be a challenge, and y'all know what y'all live for. And when it comes to a role model, my father, he was a collegiate athlete playing basketball at Alabama State. And, I look to him for everything.
The advice that I was told was just to take it game by game. Don't look what was previously happened in the previous years, and don't look ahead to the championship game. Just take each game by game, and God will give us the wins eventually.
Anyone gonna call mom and dad and let them know how y'all came out?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're waiting outside right now.
Okay, any more questions for the student athletes? Okay, ladies, you are excused. You got a game tomorrow.
Yes, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
You hold on.
Oh, okay.
Questions for Joe?
Good job, ladies.
Yeah, thanks. You're good? Brandon's never good.
Coach, you stressed defense, and it definitely showed. Talk about the fact that you guys got 30 points off of their turnovers.
Yeah, well, and I am grateful for the 30 points, but what we're going to improve on, we had 23 of those 30 at half. And so, therefore, we were not as disruptive as we needed to be. Hence, the runs and like you mentioned previously, they were able to tie the ball game up. But we need to be consistent, quarter by quarter, and being disruptive and able to turn them over. And again, to change up looks, and then a lot of times when we change up our looks, we're shaping right back up into our basic format. So again, just to be astute with the calls and player personnel, and the kids have been very, very good in terms of really studying the scout. I walked in the locker room today. I mean, granted, we were here probably before maintenance was here, opening up the doors. But when we walked in, waiting to get on the court and everything like that, I mean, they were in there studying the scout. So it means a lot. They're ready and they're determined and they're focused. And we're beyond excited to be at this point, but not settling.
Also about what lies ahead for you tomorrow.
Well, Coach Robin, she does a great job with Lamar, and Lamar's going to be looking to turn us over, and it's going to be our ability to take care of the basketball, and quite frankly, it's probably going to the win's going to go to the most disruptive team, and I hope that lends in our favor. But it's definitely going to be a defensive battle, and again, player personnel. I mean, they have an outstanding, a few outstanding players, defensive player of the year, and with all the accolades on that team. But I like our matchups, and I really feel like that again, if we're communicating, and it's gonna take again another level of us communicating defensively tomorrow, just to make sure we're where we need to be, and so on and so forth. Because not only is it a game of runs, it's a game of adjustments, and they're not just going to sit there and let us. Okay, now that they figured out what we're doing, they're going to make an adjustment. It's going to be a counter. So I think it's going to be another great game. But excited to be in it. Praise God for putting us there, and we're going to be ready.
Okay. Thanks, Joe. One follow-up. This will be the last one.
Coach, I mean, you could say this has been a historic week for Nicholls basketball. First time player of the year, and now you're making your first trip to the semifinals of the conference tournament. Just talk about this whole week, how it's been.
Well, you know what? Believe it or not, I tried to keep it intentionally as normal, keep the normalcy, only because, first of all, this team's so very humble. And for us to get too high or too low, that's not the best version of ourselves. When we're even keel, when we're focused, and when we're all on the same page, communicating, know what we need to be doing, that's our best version of ourselves. So intentionally, didn't want us to get too high, certainly didn't want us to get too low. We just had to stay steady and stay focused and stay driven, and to this point, we've done a good job with that.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.